Hi, I'm Bonnie McKee, and you're listening to Main Pod Girl.
Hey, welcome to Main Pod Girl, a podcast made by Popheads for Popheads. Every episode, we'll be diving into all kinds of topics with some of our favorite artists and music commentators. I'm your host, AJ Marks. And today's episode is just a little different because it's actually the first time, this might be a little illusion breaking, but it's the first time I'm recording an episode of this podcast in real life. And today's special guest is one of my all-time favorite pop girls and the first artist guest we've had on this show 3 different times. She's also an actress, songwriter, record producer, film producer, and director, best known for shaping the sound of pop music as we know it today. Some of her writing credits include Teenage Dream, Last Friday Night, Dynamite, California Girls, Wide Awake, Part of Me, How We Do Party, Roar, and Hold It Against Me. She was literally my inspiration to become a songwriter. It's Miss Bonnie McKee.
Hey, what an intro. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm so glad to have you back.
Happy to be here.
So let's start off with what we're listening to. Bonnie, I know I just made you watch the Stateside remix music video, but is there anything else that you've been listening to recently?
I just was listening through the Zara Larsson album, which is fantastic. Love this. This whole return to pop is really making me so happy. But I think my favorite thing that I've heard of recently was the Lily Allen album. It really touched me. Man, Pussy Palace. Ooh! I was in my car and I listened to it and I started it over. I listened to it again and I just sat in my parked car. And when it finished, I was like, fuck, that's good. God damn it. That's so good. It moves me. You know what I mean? So I was really excited about that.
I was starting a road trip down to New York. The first time I heard it, I just like pressed play and literally on the way down, my jaw was, cause I had nothing to pay attention to other than the lyrics. My jaw was on the floor. Mm-hmm. I was like, wait, this is a safety hazard. It was so good. It was so good.
She's incredible. I've always been a huge fan of hers.
I just like that, even though she is messy too, she is also a messy person. And it complicates the story a little bit. I kind of like that it complicates the story a little bit. I like that you can get a snapshot of someone's life, regardless of all the other context. It's you can really kind of this is a universal experience.
Yeah. I feel like it's so deeply personal. It's so unapologetically real. But somehow I related to it so much where it's usually when something is hyper specific, it's a little bit oh, that's interesting. That was your experience. And for some reason I really heard myself in it. So I don't know. I have my own bad guy, so I get it, and I actually have been working on an album in a similar vein where it's just deeply personal in that way and kind of hyper specific. And I think that's how she's always been. I don't know. I'm a fan. I am a fan.
Great transition actually, because I wanted to talk to you about this follow-up. It's not even a follow-up to Hot City, right? It's its own separate thing. Hot City was something that it was your album that you recorded in 2013, 2014, and
I wrote it back then. And then I re-recorded it in 2022, 2023. And because the label was holding the master hostage, so I pulled a Taylor Swift and did my own thing and re-recorded everything. So now I own the masters.
Badass.
And Hot City is my favorite thing I've ever done. I love that album so much. And so I'm doing Hot City Deluxe, and I have 4 new songs that I'm adding to that. And I have a bunch of remixes. I have a couple features. So it's just kind of breathing new life into it. Because, in this day and age, I feel it's cool that you can put something out and if it doesn't hit right away, then people can rediscover it. And, we saw that with Lizzo. We saw that with Chapel Roan, where something can just kind of come out quietly and then suddenly it catches on, And I love the idea of being able to discover something. It doesn't expire, you know what I mean? And so, and I'm excited to add the songs that the fans wanted to hear because I know there were some songs that they were why didn't you put that one on there? So
that's probably one of those. Although I think the song that I wanted you to put on, I think you said absolutely no way. I think last time we talked, you were there is no way that was.
Which one was it?
For me. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to check my last FM because Restless.
Oh yeah. That's so funny. A lot of people love that one. I mean, it's fine. It's cute. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate that. It was just like a really random session that was not written for me to begin with. So I don't have any particular like emotional connection to it. But you know what? I also haven't heard it since I wrote it. I saw that people were talking about it and then it leaked and I was like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that, but I haven't really revisited it. So maybe it is great. And I just have been sitting on it.
You gotta cover it on the Substack.
I should.
Because that's another thing I want to talk to you about. I mean, I feel like you strike me as someone who really loves to indulge in all different types of mediums and formats and stuff. As the Substack that you've been doing, like, has that been like creatively fulfilling for you as well?
Yeah, it's cool to kind of have an opportunity to do more long form, in-depth sort of talks about things. It's definitely a lot of work, and but I've been filming some stuff. I'm slow with it, so I apologize to my Pop City patrons. But yeah, it's fun, and I have all kinds of ideas. It's just a lot of work, you know. I have too many jobs. I have way too many jobs. I'm a songwriter. I'm an artist. I'm playing shows. I'm in sessions. I'm working on scripts. I'm, doing social media, which is also a full-time job. I've really since I've been in this album cycle or whatever, I have a newfound respect for just quote unquote influencers, because it really truly is a full-time job. And I think a lot of people write them off and are just like, look at you, you're an influencer, like you do nothing. No, it is a full-time job. And to keep people's attention and catch them within the first 3 seconds and everything, it's a lot of work. But the Substack is nice because I know that people are there because they want to be there. And so the pressure to catch you within the first 3 seconds is off, and that's refreshing.
Yeah. I think I had this one time in London, my friend was visiting me. But then I left to go to Paris, and she was like just staying at my place. And I saw that she filmed some TikToks in my room. Mm-hmm. I think those are still being posted to this day. I think she's dedicated 24 hours to just filming. I think it was like 24 hours of writing a bunch of TikToks and then 24 hours of filming while she looked good. And I was like, this is absolutely insane. I mean, it's a whole different lifestyle. And the fact that you're doing this on top of giving us all this other content that is more either long form or it's like more musical content. You're re-recording your entire album. I know that you have this other more somber album that you have waiting in the wings that you were alluding to at the beginning of this podcast, which, I mean, I am always excited to receive too, but I'm glad that we're still in Hot City for a bit. Yeah. Like the car has not left Hot City.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, I think that music really reflects like what people need to hear. And I feel like maybe it's not time for my sad little album yet, even though it's, it's full of bangers and it's also full of hope. But I feel like I could use a little more Hot City in my life right now. I think everybody kind of needs a little, pick me up.
Yeah. And like we said with like Pussy Palace and stuff like that, it's like those songs, they will resonate. And I mean, clearly with Hot City, they'll resonate if that takes 10 years for that to come out. Yeah. If you come up with a new album and that takes the place of something else. I mean, I think from what you've said and from what we've seen with like the charts with Lizzo and Chapel, it's like things can kind of come out at any time. Yeah. So I am very excited to know what songs are going to be on the deluxe. In the meantime, I've had a Libra Fairest of Them All just like on repeat for months. I love that song. It's such a fun time.
It's cute. I didn't write it. I can't take credit for that. My friends are making this musical, the Zodiac, the musical or whatever, and it's really cute. All the songs are bangers. And they last minute, the artist that was supposed to sing the song for them couldn't make it. And so they called me in, and they called me on a Wednesday, and I was in New York on Friday. And I was like, yeah, I'll shoot a music video. Sure. You want to like give me a free trip to New York? Let's go. Sure. But nice. It was really fun recording it and kind of turning it around quick. And I love the whole concept of it. So I think that's going to be a really cool project.
I actually had to do a double take when I saw that you hadn't written it. This was like when because it's so Bonnie McKee, and I think of it as like your performance, like the specific vocal performance you're giving is like Bonnie McKee meets Bonnie Tyler. Was that intentional? Was that an intentional homage to the other Bonnie?
Yeah, there's a little bit of grit in my voice, right? Yeah, I think it's just the key that it was written in, and there was absolutely no time to change anything. And so I was like, okay, we're going to make it work. I'm just going to find my, what was it, Libra? I'm going to find my Libra voice and make it work.
Oh, I love that. And there's this one ad lib you do in it where you go, oh, the fairest. But I love it because it sounds like Anna Faris. And so I always sing Anna Faris. I'm like, Anna Faris, because she's the queen and she deserves a shout out.
Yes.
So if you
Anna.
listen to it in that way, it actually does sound like, you know, if you don't know what the lyrics are.
Thank you. Well, I had a lot of fun with the ad libs on that one. And then I did a counter melody at the end. It was like, I don't remember, whatever. Anyways, I did the counter melody at the end. I did write that part.
Speaking of, okay, that maybe is what I clocked. But speaking of songs that sound like they're written by you, have you heard Boys Don't Cry by Anita?
I don't know.
I was like listening to it yesterday and like, I love this song, but I was listening to it yesterday and I was like, wait, like this could easily, like if you told me that Bonnie McKee wrote this, I would 100% believe you. Like, no, like I wouldn't,
Who wrote it?
think.
Do you know who wrote it?
That's a good question.
Should we listen to it?
Yeah. Like it sounds like you just like tuned down just a little bit, like on the Foreman shift.
Yeah, it sounds like the AI version of me or something.
Yeah.
Weirdly, which, oh my God, I had the weirdest thing recently. Okay, first of all, yes, I totally hear that does kind of sound like me. And it's a great fucking song. So I appreciate that you think that I wrote it. Thank you. I wish I could take credit for that. Yeah, I had a weird AI thing recently where I wrote a song over a David Guetta track like 5 years ago or something. Mm-hmm. And my co-writer wanted to pitch it. He didn't end up taking it. And so she wanted to pitch it to a different DJ. So she, you know, it was like a quick thing where she's just like in the studio with him and she's like, oh shit. So she like we're not allowed to pitch a David Guetta track, especially to another DJ. So those are like under tight lock and key, you know? So she used Sono or whatever to recreate it just real quick so she could pitch it. And then he loved it, but he loved the AI version of me. Like it was based on my voice.
Wow.
And I was like, oh shit. And then she's like, oh my God, he wants it. He loves it. It's amazing. And I was like, okay, can I please just re-sing it? And she was like, I mean, you know, some of these DJs like don't care. Like it's a cut. A cut is a cut, you know, like just let it. I was like, no. So I tried to re-sing it the way that the AI version of me sang it. And it was like humanly impossible. I just slow down the track and sing it like 10 BPM slower. And like, there's all these runs that I'm like, once you get into it, it's like, okay, there's no way you can do that vibrato and then take a breath quick enough to make it to this next. It was impossible, but it also kind of slapped. And I was like, damn, like, I don't know, this AI voice is kind of sick. Like, I get why someone would want to use it, you know, but this is the first time that like, I really felt like AI was like, could cost me money.
It was replacing you, like in real time.
It literally like took my job. But so I recut it and I sent it, and so we'll see which one he takes or if he takes it at all. But anyway.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it was based on your vocal in the first place, right?
And I was gonna say, like, if he did end up using the AI version, I'm like, okay, well, this was trained on my phrasing and my voice and my tone
with your consent.
Well, I didn't know.
Well, I mean, if you were to allow it to be released, right?
Then I'm like, you know, can I get a performance royalty on that in some way, you know, because that's really, because either way I'm going to get the publishing because we wrote it, you know, but when it comes to like the actual performance royalties, like that's a whole other check. That's a whole other thing.
I'm thinking for the weird things that you literally couldn't do, you could theoretically throw in like little snippets of the AI.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I slowed it down and re-sang it, I nailed it. I completely replicated it exactly the way that the AI sang it, but I just wasn't able to do it at the BPM that it was at because it's a dance song, so it's pretty fast. Yeah. I did eventually nail it, you know, and I did a couple of magic tricks in Melodyne because some of it is cool that it sounds like a robot, or you're just like, okay, like that's obviously not a human, but it's cool, you know, like I don't need all of my vocals to be human necessarily, but if it's based on a human, then it would be nice to get compensated. So
let's talk about songs that you can take credit for, you know, inspired by those like viral clips on the street where interviewers are asking random people like to choose between pop stars. I want to play a similar game, but with your discography. Okay. I played this with Evan Bogart and he loved it.
Okay.
This game is called This or That, and I'm going to name you 2 songs that you wrote, and you have to tell me which one's your personal favorite, and then that will make it to the next round.
Okay.
So first, and I'm only doing one song per artist. Turn Me Up by Carly Rae Jepsen or Gasoline by Britney Spears.
I think I prefer Gasoline.
Correct choice. And Up All Night by Charlie Puth or Gasoline by Britney Spears.
Gasoline.
Bad Reputation by Kelly Clarkson or Gasoline by Britney Spears.
How does Bad Reputation go?
Don't go ruining my bad reputation.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So you did write that?
Bad Reputation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I saw that when I was making this and I was like, wait, I love that song. I had no idea that you wrote that.
I mean, I barely remember it, but yes, I do.
I don't know how I've had you on the show twice already and I didn't know that.
I think that objectively Bad Reputation is maybe a better song.
Are we going with Bad Reputation? Which one's your favorite?
I mean, here's the thing. Gasoline is just like more my type of production. Like I like sort of electronic pop stuff.
Yeah.
And also that was started by, I believe, Claude Kelly. Mm-hmm. And so like a lot of that was written by him and I came in and just kind of filled in the gaps and stuff. So I can't take as much credit for that one. So I feel like Bad Reputation is more of me on there.
Okay. Next one's Dumb Blonde by Avril Lavigne and Nicki Minaj or Bad Reputation by Kelly Clarkson.
A Dumb Blonde.
Vacation by GRL or Dumb Blonde by Avril Lavigne?
Dumb Blonde.
Dumb Blonde. Come On by Kesha or Dumb Blonde by Avril Lavigne?
Come On.
Love that song. Another perfect choice. Because again, I love both of those songs, but Come On, I think I've told you this, one of my top 5 songs of all time.
Thank you. Thanks.
The next one is also a banger though. The Heart Wants What It Wants by BB Rexha or Come On by Kesha.
I really love that whole album that BB did. That's some of my favorite work that she's ever done. She was really in her Fleetwood Mac era, and I'm really proud of being a part of that. However, she wrote most of that, so I can't really take as much credit on that.
Okay.
I was more song doctor and song doula on that than I But
I love you, BB.
But I do love that song.
Have you seen her recent things about the Kia Asylum?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Everyone's talking about the Kia Asylum. I think I want to do an episode on the Kia Asylum.
Yeah.
Or write an article on it or something.
I would love to hear more about that. I mean,
Okay.
I like broadly know what it means, but I'm not like in the weeds on it. So
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, please do.
I think from my understanding, the Kia Asylum is like, you used to be an it girl and like now it's like you've developed this like fandom of like niche people who still check up on you and like they love you, but like to the mainstream you're a little bit more invisible. So it's like I think the Key Asylum is like I think used interchangeably between people just like saying that you're a flop.
Right.
Or saying that
I
like
thought it was kind of just like mid where it's just like you're like
no, I think no, because like you could hate Tate McRae, but you couldn't call her part of the Kia Asylum
right, because she's
anymore because
killing it, yeah.
she's killing it.
Uh-huh.
So I think
feel
it's
like I'm in the Kia Asylum. I think I'm definitely in the Kia Asylum.
well, but here's the thing: it's like it depends on your interpretation because if it's a term of endearment, which is kind of, I mean, I don't use it, but like I've heard it mostly as a term of endearment. I'm like, I kind of like that. I'm like, I feel like that is like you had that big song or big songs that like, you know, got everyone to gather around you. And again, no shade. This is not shade. Like Ellie Goulding, right? Like had those big songs, had that big moment. Or Carly Rae Jepsen is like the warden, right? And so it's like she had Call Me Maybe. She got everyone to come to the asylum and support her. And then she, you know, she feeds her fans and if a mainstream moment happens, it's like Zara Larson's also been talking about the Kia Asylum where she like left the Kia or broke out of the Kia Asylum recently. Like she did her little Shawshank thing.
But I feel like when the context that I've seen it is like fans being cunty and being like, okay, Kia, like you're not relevant.
See,
you know?
Yeah. I mean,
so I don't know that it's a term, maybe it's a term of endearment for like people that are really in a fandom, but where it's just like, oh, you know, pop loves flops kind of shit, you know?
Yeah. I think where I lie with it right now is like, a Kia, if someone just calls you a Kia, that's bad. But if you're in the Kia asylum, it's mostly, I think I've mostly seen it used as like hopes to break out of the Kia asylum. Like it'll be like, you know, Marina's next.
Right.
Like we've had Sabrina, we've had Chapel. Now we're gonna have Marina.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that. Anyway, Come On by Kesha or How We Do Party by Rita Ora.
I love Rita Ora. I love that song. I think Come On is objectively a better song.
It so is. And I really do love Come On. I'm going to be championing Come On for most of this list.
We'll see what beats it out.
Most. I Don't Care by Cheryl or Come On by Kesha.
Oh, I really do love I Don't Care. That was originally supposed to be for me.
Was that your first UK number one?
Yeah. Oh, no, it might have been How We Do.
Oh.
I think How We Do was.
Did they come out the same year or did they come out?
I think they were like a summer apart. I think
right.
they were
2010, 2011.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I might have to say I Don't Care. Even though it was supposed to be called Waking Up Diagonal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which was far better.
I do know that even though I have not heard the demo. Dirty Mind by Flo Rida or I Don't Care by Cheryl.
I Don't Care.
Let There Be Love by Christina Aguilera or I Don't Care by Cheryl.
Let There Be Love.
Nice. Forever Drunk by Peach PRC or Let There Be Love by Christina Aguilera.
That's tough. I really love Forever Drunk. Justice for Forever Drunk. I don't know. That's a really tough one.
Was that appealing to write to you as like a sober person?
Well, I mean, look, I wrote it with Peach, who's an incredible writer, by the way, incredible artist. I'm so inspired by her. I really, really adore her. And we were really just like telling her story, and that's what I'm there for. Again, I'm like a song doula. You know what I mean? I'm there to like help the artist express what they want to say. So it's not all about me and my story.
Totally. But did you feel like you brought like some sort of like interesting perspective, or when you were writing on it, do you feel like it's like, I don't know, like is there some sort of like other aspect that you think that maybe you brought to it?
Well, I have a lot of experience drinking.
Yeah.
I have a lot of experience of being
I think we talked about that last time.
Sloppy hot mess, you know? Yeah. So I think I can bring that.
Perfect. Oh, sorry. Let There Be Love or Forever Drunk. Sorry.
I mean, just it's hard to judge because I feel like Let There Be Love was obviously more successful and was a number 1 dance record somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah. I still count it as a number 1, y'all. But I don't know. I feel like Let There Be Love is really a more universal song. It's not as personal. It's more like for everyone.
Right. Daddy Like by Dorian Electra or Let There Be Love by Christina Aguilera.
Daddy Like is sick. I love Dorian. Dorian is the best. But I think I'm going to go with Let There Be Love.
Okay. Naked by Ava Max or Let There Be Love by Christina Aguilera.
Again, Naked was also originally written for my own project, so I like have a soft spot in my heart for that one. They're very different genres, so that's a tough call. But I think again, Let There Be Love is such a banger, and it's such a universal song about hope and bringing people together. And I feel like the other one is again more personal. So I think I'm going to stick with Let There Be Love.
All right, another universal banger. Dynamite by Tayo Cruz or Let There Be Love by Christina Aguilera.
Ooh, well, Dynamite's definitely dumber. Dynamite is maybe my biggest song amongst straight males as well. You know, like it's maybe my only song that crossed over into demographic.
I'll give the straights one song. They can have one.
I mean, that one also has like a deeper meaning for me too. It's like kind of a spiritual song for me as well, as much as it's like a dumb party song. I really do love Dynamite. I think I'm gonna go with Dynamite on that one.
Hell yeah. Okay, Dynamite by Tayo Cruz or American Girl by Bonnie McKee.
Oh, dang. Well, I mean, I'm going to have to go with American Girl. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, bye. And then California Girls by Katy Perry or American Girl by Bonnie McKee. The Battle of the Girls.
Ooh, that's tough. You know what? Fuck, I've never had to say this or think about it. But I think if I were just not involved in either song and I was just like listening to the song as a listener, California Girls has a lot of words. Has a lot of words in the chorus. The chorus is super wordy, which I didn't realize until recently. Somebody, my friend Liam Bennion, who's an up and coming songwriter, he wrote a bunch of the.
Love him.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Love him, by the way. When I found out y'all were working together, like I saw a little. Like,
wait. Do you know his story about how we got to know each other?
Yes, he was a super fan of yours.
Yeah, he was the president of my fan club when he was 12 years old, and then he started like sending me his songs during the pandemic, and I was like, damn, these are really good. Because at first he was like, can I send you stuff? And I was like, because I was like, what if they suck? And I love him so much, but they were great. And so I've been kind of mentoring him for a while, but he came out to LA. I introduced him to some people, and he really took it from there, and he's just been killing it. I'm so proud of him.
Writing with Adela now too, right?
Yeah, I'm so proud of him.
Love her. Love her. We'll see her tomorrow. She'll be there.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I feel like, just listening to them objectively, American Girl, the chorus of American Girl is simpler and to the point. And that makes me feel like it's easier to sing along with, even though California Girls was obviously a massive hit. Nobody seemed to mind that it was so wordy. I don't know. I feel like American Girls got really an anthemic thing going on. It's also a bigger melody, whereas California Girls is more rhythmic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to have to go with American Girls. Sorry.
In my humble opinion, right, the music videos for the Hot City singles, I feel like are everything that like the form needs to like stay alive, right? So you have a little bit of story, you have like, you know, a little bit of acting, a little bit of like, you have a theme where like each music video is like its own world. This is something that I think Lil Nas X did really well in his most recent album cycle, and obviously like all the Teenage Dream singles, it's like that's kind of what it was known for, at least what sticks in my head.
Yeah.
I feel like Rihanna also did this really well on a couple different album cycles, but just like having giving an identity to and like another layer to a song through a music video. So I was just curious on your thoughts on like the music video world on a broader scale now that like YouTube doesn't count for the Billboard charts and like Spotify has access to it on their platform. I'm just curious if you have like any like thoughts on like the direction of music videos and like where they're headed in general.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like when I started the Hot City cycle, and really the whole career, the whole reason that I got into wanting to be a pop star was because of music videos, because of being raised by television and watching MTV every day. I love the world building. My favorite part is making the music videos, and everyone told me, oh, music videos are over, like nobody cares about that, but like that is not what my gay friends say. Okay. Like I know that everybody's like having
if you've been to a gay party, they have it all on every TV in the house.
Totally. And like same thing if you go to like, you know, the Korean barbecue places, they have TVs everywhere playing all of the music videos. It gives the song a new life. It gives it a world to live in. And really like I see it in my head when I'm writing the song, you know? So very important to me, very expensive though.
Yeah.
And so, you know, labels are spending less and less on budgets for that kind of thing. I mean, everything is about short form. So I don't think we're seeing the type of music videos that we used to see. I didn't know about the Spotify thing being linked into it. I had like heard rumblings or whatever, but I'm just like, whatever. I just got to make my art and not stay out of the rest of it.
Yeah.
And like hope the people find it. But I don't know. I still think that they're very important. And I think that also people's attention spans are kind of exhausted. But most people consume their media on YouTube. YouTube is huge. YouTube is like has bigger numbers than cable television now.
I think it's a cycle too, because it's like if people aren't putting effort into music videos or budgets into music videos, then people aren't watching music videos.
Yeah, if it's not an event, then like people aren't gonna know about it, and B aren't gonna look for it, you know.
But if you have like Lil Nas X or Sabrina Carpenter, who has done such a good job with this recently, and you put a lot of effort into the music video. I showed you the Stateside video earlier. It's like that music video is what sold me on the remix.
Totally.
Because I listened to the remix a couple times. I was like, I like this. And it was kind of just like at that for me. Like I didn't revisit it much. And then once the music video came out, I was like, I'm actually addicted to this now.
Yeah, I can.
Because I can picture it.
Yeah,
now.
it changes your whole perspective of a song, for sure.
I'm just a visual person. And like there are other people like that out there
absolutely.
that need the visual. I mean, without music videos, like would we have Michael Jackson at the level that we have, and would we have Lady Gaga at the level we have her, or Madonna?
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
So,
and I feel like also it's a great platform to really truly brand yourself, and like I feel like every music video should have a look in it that can be a Halloween costume. You know what I mean?
And that's the perfect place to end, because that I totally agree with. Okay, so there is so much Bonnie McKee lore that we've covered in our other 2 episodes with you on this podcast. But I think something that we haven't tapped into yet, and something that maybe you alluded to earlier, is that you were an A+ house party host. Like, I feel like I'm always seeing on social media, it's like you love to throw a big house party and then make content about, what was it, glitter?
Lentil Gate.
Yeah. That's what it was. And you had to clean up. Someone put lentils everywhere. Did you ever find out who that was?
I did not.
Were you posting it to fish out?
Yes,
who was it?
I was like, can we all call this person out? And then they can do like the lentil walk of shame, and we can like make some content out of that. And it's fine. I'll forgive you. But you're just going to have to clean up the next party. Because it took me so long. And I haven't posted this yet, but I have lentils sprouting out of my sink and out of my houseplant. They're sprouting all over my house, by the way.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it was New Year's Eve, and I had a rager. It was like 500 people in my house, and it was pouring down rain, so everything's wet everywhere, you know.
It's like you had the witch from Into the Woods, like enter your, like Meryl Streep was there. Like that's crazy.
And so like I read, like the comments told me that people bring lentils to New Year's because it's like good luck. It's like it's supposed to be about abundance or something, and you kind of like sprinkle it like confetti, which fine, like a couple of lentils, all right, no problem. Somebody dumped like a Costco-sized bag of lentils in my guest bathroom, which had a lot of high traffic of people going in and out, and it got all over my every step I took was like crunch, 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 and then it was wet and it was like dug into the carpet. It was terrible.
So today's top 5 is actually a secret from you up until now, and I've never done a secret one before, but this is top 5 holidays to celebrate. Let's list off all the holidays. So there's Easter, there's Halloween, Christmas,
New Year's, a birthday, 4th of July. Is that 5?
St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
Do you ever celebrate that? No. So yeah, that was 5. Easter. Wait, what were they again? Easter, 4th of July, birthday, New Year's, Christmas.
Right. Are we forgetting that?
I feel like we're forgetting like a big one.
Hanukkah? Let's say you get 8
I'm
days
going
for
chronological, and I think we're Valentine's Day. Do you throw anything for Valentine's Day?
I did a singles party.
Okay, so that's in the mix too.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. So out of those 6.
Okay, I would say my least favorite is probably Easter because whatever. Although I have had some fun Easter fun. Where where you like hide the eggs and like, put adult things in there and whatever.
My birthday's on Easter this
year,
so I'm actually doing a big Easter egg hunt.
Oh my God, that's fun.
Because I'm moving back into a house that has like 100 acres of woods in the backyard. So it's like we as kids, like we used to like hide a bunch of Easter eggs, or my parents would, and then we'd come back, and then they would be like little prizes. So it's like if you had 3 green ones, you could trade them in for a prize, or 3. But there's prizes in the eggs as well.
That's fun.
Like dollar bills or.
You know what? Actually, Easter's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and it's your birthday, so.
And it's my birthday.
So that's gonna move up on my list.
Okay. So then is Valentine's Day at the bottom?
I would say Valentine's Day is the bottom. Yeah, Valentine's Day is the bottom because usually it's just like you and your boo. But I have had fun. I had like a grown-up Valentine's Day party where we like played spin the bottle, where it was like only single people allowed.
That's so fun.
And that was fun. Where it felt kind of like a school dance or something, where it was like all the lonely people come
like
together.
Prom theme?
Yeah.
Wait.
Also because a lot of people are sad on Valentine's Day, and like that's no fun.
Yeah.
Christmas is for family time, I think. Yeah. I don't know. A holiday party can be fun. You know what we do? We do.
And you're crazy for Christmas, famously.
I am crazy for Christmas. You know what I do? I do a Krampus party, which is an evil Christmas party.
I love
so
that.
It's kind of like a goth Christmas party. So like if there's a spin on it, I think that's always more fun. And everyone's like, what? And then at 4th of July, I think is probably my fave. I mean, we got New Year's. I don't know what order these are going in. Halloween is number 2 only because it's so stressful.
Yeah.
And like,
There's so, yeah.
Like I love seeing the costumes.
The competition too.
Yeah. It's,
for other parties.
And like, if I'm the hostess, then I have to have the best costume, obviously. And so I'll usually come up with a costume and then I'll base the theme of the party around my costume.
I love that. You know what I would wear to a 4th of July party? Is a wig of your hair on the American Girl cover with the little slushie intact.
I love that. Thank you. Come for the July party. Is it Rager?
Shit, now I'm gonna have to buy a wig. I'm gonna have to buy and dye a wig. Hell yeah.
Okay, I don't know what order that was in, but
okay. So 4th of July number 1, Halloween number 2, New Year's number 3, which I'm not surprised because it did get soiled. For you. New Year's is out, guys. New Year's is out. Number 4 is Christmas, like / Krampus holiday party. Number 5
was, Valentine's Day was at the bottom, but Easter, I moved Easter up because it was fun.
Yes. Moving Easter up because my birthday, Valentine's at the bottom. Love that. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Bonnie, for joining me. And thank you to Noah for the theme music. And make sure to rate and review us on whatever podcast platform you're listening to us on right now.